Deep in a narrow valley in central Norway, something has been watching the dark for decades. Hessdalen, a remote stretch of land less than 15 kilometers long, home to a few hundred people, surrounded by mountains that seem to hold the night a little tighter than everywhere else. And inside that valley, something moves through the sky that no one, not physicists, not military experts, not decades of scientific investigation, has been able to fully explain. The phenomenon first drew serious attention in the early 1980s, when local residents began reporting luminous objects appearing above the valley floor, sometimes hovering motionless for up to an hour, sometimes accelerating to speeds estimated at over 30,000 kilometers per hour, faster than any known aircraft. The lights appeared in multiple colors: white, yellow, red. They pulsed, they changed direction. They behaved with what witnesses described as an almost deliberate intelligence. This was not a handful of confused farmers. Hundreds of people reported sightings over a period of just a few years. The sheer volume of credible eyewitness testimony triggered something unusual in the scientific community, an actual systematic investigation. In 1983, Project Hessdalen was launched. Norwegian scientists established an automated monitoring station in the valley, equipped with radar, infrared cameras, and spectrum analyzers. They were not paranormal enthusiasts. They were engineers and physicists who expected to find a rational explanation quickly. They did not find one. The lights showed up on radar, they were photographed, they were tracked, and they defied every conventional model applied to them. One of the most chilling pieces of documented evidence came from the recordings themselves. On multiple occasions, the automated systems captured objects emitting light across several parts of the electromagnetic spectrum simultaneously, from radio frequencies all the way to visible light, in patterns inconsistent with any known natural atmospheric phenomenon at the time. Researchers from the EMBLA project, an Italian-Norwegian collaboration, conducted field investigations in the early 2000s. Their instruments measured strong fluctuations in radar cross-section readings from the same objects, suggesting the lights were not simply plasma or swamp gas or weather artifacts, but something with physical structure, something solid, or at least semi-structured, something real enough to reflect radar. Scientists have proposed theories: ball lightning, piezoelectric effects from the geological structure of the valley floor, quartz-rich rock under tectonic stress, possibly generating electromagnetic phenomena, ionized plasma trapped in the valley by the local magnetic field geometry. Each theory explains some observations and fails to account for others. None of them holds up against the complete data set. And here is where it becomes truly unsettling. The activity has never fully stopped. Sightings continue to be reported. The automated station, upgraded over the years, continues to record anomalous events. The valley itself seems unwilling to give up its secret. There is a particular detail that stays with you when you study this case. Scientists who have spent time physically in the valley, trained, skeptical, rational observers, have reported watching the lights with their own eyes, not on a screen, not on a printout, live in the dark Norwegian air. And the word many of them reach for, privately, is the same word the farmers used 40 years ago: unexplained. A valley full of instruments, watched by some of the best scientific minds in Europe, producing data that points towards something real, and still arriving at the same wall. So what exactly is Hessdalen? A geological quirk? A plasma laboratory, the Earth built for itself? Or something that sits just outside the edge of what we currently understand about physics, about energy, about the nature of matter itself? The lights are still there, the valley is still watching, and the answer, whatever it is, has not come yet.